All right, today we're cracking open the Shadows and Sightings Compendium to explore some of the strangest creatures said to be lurking just at the edges of our world. And look, these aren't just ancient myths, these are monsters for our time. I mean, it's a question that gets you thinking, right? We've got satellites that can see everything, smartphones in every pocket, and yet there are still these dark corners on our maps and maybe in our minds where the unknown seems to be alive and well. So what exactly is out there? We're going to count down 5 of the most fascinating modern cryptids, starting with one that isn't just a creature people see, it's seen as a terrifying omen of disaster. Kicking us off at number 5 is a truly unsettling figure. It's part human, part insect, and, well, 100% ominous. Meet the Mothman. Seriously, can you imagine this thing appearing in your headlights? Witnesses all seem to agree on the description: a tall, winged figure whose most terrifying feature is a pair of huge, mesmerizing red eyes that just glow in the dark. It's almost a symbol of our modern anxiety, a bizarre specter for a world filled with new tech and new fears. And here's what really cemented its legend. The Mothman wasn't just some random thing people saw. Its appearances over Point Pleasant, West Virginia, happened right before a horrific, real-world tragedy. When the Silver Bridge collapsed in 1967, killing 46 people, all those strange sightings were suddenly seen in a new light, as some kind of terrible, supernatural warning. Okay, so we go from omens to giant footprints. So, moving on from a messenger of doom, our number 4 is a true giant of the wilderness. This legend is so famous it goes by a few different names: Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the Yeti, but the description is always surprisingly consistent. It really speaks to our fascination with the parts of our world we think are still untamed. You know the image, right? A massive, primate-like figure, walking on 2 legs, totally covered in hair, and towering over any known ape. It's like the ultimate missing link, a ghost of the forest that reminds us that maybe, just maybe, we haven't conquered all the wildness out there. And this legend is not just some ancient folktale. I mean, look at this timeline. It shows just how persistent the whole idea is. From that iconic, shaky film footage back in 1967, all the way up to a 2019 report from the Indian Army about finding giant footprints, the hunt for this creature is definitely still on. All right, now our countdown gets a little closer to home. A lot closer. Leaving the deep woods behind, our number 3 gets terrifyingly close. This is a monster practically born from the internet. True modern nightmare fuel, known simply as the rake. And that's the question that makes the rake so absolutely chilling. This isn't some beast of the forest. Its hunting ground is your bedroom. It's the thing you see at the foot of your bed, a fear that found its shape in online stories and creepypastas. I mean, the details are just fundamentally inhuman, pale, hairless, moving on all 4s. Its entire legend is built on that primal fear of being watched while you sleep. And then there's that super unsettling trail cam photo from 2003 that gave this internet myth a horrifyingly real face. At number 2, we're looking at a legend with incredibly deep cultural roots, a being that can wear any face at once, completely blurring the line between human and monster, the Skinwalker. Now, what's so crucial to understand here is that this isn't just an animal, it's a person. According to Navajo folklore, a skinwalker is a witch who has gained the supernatural and frankly terrifying ability to become any animal they want. It's seen as a profound violation of the natural order. And this is probably its most insidious tactic. It's not just the shape-shifting, it's the psychological game. Can you imagine hearing a voice you know calling for help from the woods, only to realize it's a trap? This whole legend really exploded into modern consciousness through its connection to Skinwalker Ranch. It's this place in Utah that's become a total hotspot for all kinds of weird, unexplained stuff, which pretty much cemented the Skinwalker as a paranormal icon for a whole new generation. And now, for our number 1 spot, a creature that represents the very spirit of hunger itself. So, at the top of our list, we shift from a creature you see to a creature you can actually become. This is the wendigo, a terrifying spirit from Algonquin folklore that's born from starvation, greed, and the absolute worst parts of human nature. You see, the wendigo is so much more than just a monster. It's this powerful cautionary tale. It embodies the desperation of a harsh winter, the terror of starvation, and this idea that an endless hunger for more can literally strip away everything that makes you human. And its appearance perfectly reflects its curse. It's described as being impossibly thin, almost a skeleton, with rotting skin. It's often shown with deer antlers, which connects it to the forest animals it's no longer a part of. It is the physical form of an eternal, gnawing hunger. And this is what makes it our number one. You don't just fight a wendigo. The legend says a person who gives in to that all-consuming greed and commits the ultimate taboo of cannibalism becomes the monster. They're cursed to an eternity of hunger that can never, ever be satisfied. So, after those 5 pretty chilling examples, we're left with a question that just kind of lingers in the air long after the stories are over. You know, are they just misidentified animals? Mass hysteria? Or are they maybe echoes of something primal, something we've forgotten how to see? Maybe these stories stick around not because of what we think we see in the shadows, but because of what they show us about the darkness we carry inside ourselves.